Hello, you're watching the business headlines on HW News with me, Ali Azhar. In a relief to Indian investigative authorities and a victory for the Modi government, we received the first real concrete evidence that Antiguan authorities are willing to extradite absconding diamond merchant Mehul Choksi back to India from the Caribbean island nation. Antiguan Prime Minister Gaston Brown said his government would revoke the citizenship of Choksi after the fugitive businessman had exhausted all his legal options, according to the Antiguan Observer newspaper. He went on to say that his nation was not trying to provide safe harbor for criminals or those involved in financial crimes, but, he added, they would have to allow for due process, as even criminals have the fundamental right to defend their position. However, the Antiguan Prime Minister assured that once he has exhausted his legal options, he would be promptly extradited. Choksi, who is one of the accused in the 13,400 crore rupee Punjab National Bank scam, along with his nephew Nirav Modi, had fled the country in January of 2018, just weeks prior to the scam being unraveled before the nation. He then took citizenship of Antigua by giving up his Indian citizenship using the Citizenship by Investment program route, whereby he paid an amount of $100,000 or roughly 70 lakh rupees to become a citizen of the island nation. After sustained efforts by the CBI and Enforcement Directorate, a red corner notice was finally issued against Choksi by Interpol, which was the first step towards extraditing him. Now, however, with added assurance from the Antiguan government that they are serious about extraditing him, we can soon expect that he would return to India to face his day in court. In the race to be crowned India's most valuable company in terms of market capitalization, there are three contenders, namely Mukesh Ambani-led Reliance Industries, Natarajan Chandrasekaran-led Tata Consultancy Services, and a distant third in Aditya Puri-led HDFC Bank. The three corporate behemoths differ greatly in terms of the way they operate their businesses, in terms of revenue and market valuations. Coming to the first and most important parameter of market cap. RIL and TCS have always been neck to neck in terms of market cap, with Reliance claiming the status as the country's most valuable company last month. TCS, however, overtook Reliance just a fortnight ago to claim the crown when its shares rose 2.39% to close at 2,231 rupees on June 10th. As things stand today, TCS leads the pack with a market cap of close to 8,51,000 crore rupees or 8.51 trillion rupees. RIL is next to follow with 8,21,450 crore rupees or roughly 8.21 trillion. And India's largest private banking institution, HDFC Bank, is a distant third with a market cap of 6,64,000 crores or 6.64 trillion. Other companies that feature on the list include India's biggest FMCG company, Hindustan Unilever Limited, India's largest mortgage lender, HDFC, another FMCG giant, ITC, and then Infosys, SBI, Kotak Mahindra Bank, and ICICI Bank. Sticking with the top two entities on this list, although TCS has outpaced Reliance Industries so far this year, gaining 19% compared to Reliance's 14%, analysts seem to be in favor of the oil to telecom conglomerate going forward. While the refining and petrochemical businesses of RIL remain weak and it has massive amounts of debt on its books, growth in Reliance Jio and its retail businesses that have a high profit margin are expected to offset the slowdown in its core businesses. Add to that, it has plans for demerging its fiber assets to a separate infrastructure investment trust, which would help reduce debt and deleverage its balance sheet. For TCS, although the management continues to expect a double-digit growth trend, its most important market remains North America. And with the recent H-1B visa restrictions imposed by the Trump administration, things could get a little tight. Another very important parameter for stock picking is price earnings or PE ratio, which is the value or share price of the company is how many times its earning potential. The lower this ratio, the better it is for investment opportunity in the company, as it means the stock is undervalued. While TCS and RIL operate in different sectors and their PE ratios cannot be directly compared, The chart gives us an idea of the valuation metrics of the two firms, which clearly seem to be in favor of RIL. And because the valuation of TCS is so rich and it commands a hefty premium, any disappointment on the earnings front could see its share price tank. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman was addressing a session of the Lok Sabha on Monday. On being asked a question as to whether the cases of willful defaulters of banks have increased over the past 5 years, she revealed data which did not make for a pretty reading and gave us a glimpse into the state of the economy, as well as how lightly recovery activity in public sector banks are undertaken. The minister said the number of willful defaulters in nationalized banks or public sector banks, which number 17 across India, have increased by about 60% to 8,582 in March 2019 from 5,349 in FY 14-15, which is a period of 5 years. A willful defaulter is an entity or person that does not pay back a loan despite having the capacity to do so. She also gave a year-by-year breakup of the ever-increasing amount of willful defaulters that have been rising consistently, stating that the number of such borrowers increased to 6,575 in 15-16, 7,079 in 16-17, 7,535 in 17-18, and 8,582 in 18-19. The finance minister further went on to say that a recovery of 7,654 crore rupees has been done from such willful defaulters during the last 5 years, and also claimed that they have been acted against comprehensively. Some steps taken to curb this menace include not sanctioning any additional facilities by banks and financial institutions, debarring them from floating new ventures for a period of 5 years, initiating criminal proceedings, promoters being barred from accessing capital markets. Willful defaulters have also been barred from participating in insolvency resolution process under the IBC code. Acts such as Fugitive Economic Offenders Act of 2018, providing for attachment and confiscation of their property. And the government has also advised public sector banks to publish photographs of such defaulters and issue lookout notices. The most recent case of a high-profile individual being declared as a willful defaulter is that of Birla scion Yash Birla, who is the cousin of billionaire business tycoon Kumar Mangalam Birla. He was given the tag after he failed to repay loans to the tune of 67 crore 65 lakh rupees by Kolkata-based UCO Bank, the very same bank that was founded by his great-granduncle Ghanshyam Das Birla in 1943. However, it was later nationalized in 1969. Thank you for watching HW News. This is me signing off. Have a great day.